I'm Tassenix, and welcome to Season 77, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Week 2, Round 1. My opponent is BabyYoda, the child. We fought him many times. He's one of the largest accounts in the game. Usually has just his gills packed with datacrons. So that is our opponent. Let me go ahead and get ready to do the prediction right now. We're going to call it a 2 or less, 3 or more kind of day. All right? That's what we're doing. How is everybody today? Ben Altabi, hi folks. Kosley, hi Task, good luck, appreciate you. Danroth, good day to you, sir. Good luck, appreciate you. Hopefully you had a good round, everybody. Tarfful, good afternoon, Task. Good luck against BabyYoda. Thanks. The Lost Swamp Rat. Aim between his little green eyes. Good luck and get the win. All right. Hey, Roar. Good to see you. Vanced. Interesting. Interesting to see you out there in the wild. All right. Let's go ahead and pull this up on. All right. So, rank 30 fighting rank 28. Yeah, so I went 2-1, and I want to say I was like rank 20 going into that third round. So more Rhodiums keep pushing in, and yeah, it's grim, man. It's grim. It is grim. My 17.1 million GP to his 17.2 million. Top 80 GP. We both have, well, let's see, 3.298 million to his 3.296. So, ha! I'm bigger. Zetas, we both have 444. GAC Omicrons, we both have 97. Top 80 average speed, my 169 to his 173. Damn. Mod analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 327 to his 414. 20 to 24 speeds, my 658 to his 814. Plus 20s, my 985 to his 1228. Plus 4% offense mods, my 327 to his 350. Plus 6% offense mods, my 130 to his 117. Plus 9% defense secondaries, my 201 to his 103. And plus 14% defense secondaries, my 63 to his 16. So at least we have him on defense. Massive coat. Hey, Botafogo, good to see you, man. Thought you had a good round with TJ last week. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2,757 to his 2,794. Relic 10s, my 21 to his 17. Relic 9s, my 195 to his 228. And Relic 8s, my 88 to his 71. Musras, good luck, Tass. Hey, good to see you, man. Ben Altabi, what are you saying to the new mods that you can purchase? There's like the offense, the crit damage, maybe the potency, and maybe the speed. I have to look at them a little more. But offense and crit damage look very attractive. That's probably the best of them right there. Everything else after that is arguable, in my opinion. All right, Datacron analysis, total rerolls, my 9511 to his 5954. Level 9 Datacrons, my 65 to his 91. Levels 6 to 8 each have 1, and levels 3 to 5, I have 9, he has 3. As far as GLs go. Wow, that is a screaming fast James. Okay, incredible. Oh, really fast Lord Vader. Massive. All right. Fast Cat. Wow, 160,000 health and 11.8 often. Okay, it's a nice Bane. I like it. That is a fast exile. God, he's got so much. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Omega Bot report. At last, we have live data, ladies and gentlemen. So now we can really see that the graphs are. One. And a 3. Hey, there we go. Now we're squared up. All right, so as far as GSC Omicrons, we both have them all. Attack time, he tends to favor going a little earlier. So probably when it's getting a bit late for me on the previous night. Speed comparison wise, he is the gray line, and you can see he's pretty consistently above me until we get to what, about 26, 27. Then we start to really. Squad banner efficiency. Last week, he was posting, gosh, he was messing people up. Maybe there was a rhodium in here, because that's a lot of 68s. Yeah, and opponents were just eating it like a Big Mac on his defense. So yes, that makes sense. All right, what was he setting this last week? Stranger, Starkiller, Pirate King, Great Mothers, Tarfful, Reva, Zuckuss, Akbar, Palpatine, Jabba, Rey, Ahsoka with Ezra, Boba Watt, stuff like that. Leviathan, Home 1, and Executrix on defense. If it is an Executrix, it's Endurance. Defenses by zone, he's been setting Stranger Starkiller up front, as well as Pirate King Hondo, Reva, and probably EP, Darth Vader. Fool's End. Hey, what's going on? Fuck you, 6425. I love the name. Excited to see you live. Good to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to the show. All right. On offense, he's using Finzori, JML, Slacker, Leia, Malgus, Maz, DTMG, Aphra, Treya, Queen, JMK, DKM, Lord Vader, Bane, Dear Malicos Maul, and C. Okay, so that's as much as... Yeah. And then anything else as necessary when he dropped. Executor, Profundity, and Negotiator on offense, like clockwork. Teams he has dropped on so far this season. Slacker, Asir Malicos, Boba Fett Sign of Jango, Fugitive Omega, Stranger Starkiller, Darth Vader Duel's End under Palpatine lead, Baylan, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drops all season so far. All right. Let's come back over, check on the prediction. We've got just under 2 hours to go, so we're going to have to step it on up. Cutting it off in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, 2 or less is 37% of points wagered. 3 or more got the majority. Gosh, super majority. 63% of points wagered. All right, you guys think I'm going to bleed like a stuck pig, do you? Let's have a look. BabyYoda cleared the entire board, so as always, hats off to my opponent for at least having cleared the bottom front before I go here. Really appreciate that. As always, BabyYoda. Let's go ahead and talk about how he knocked it all down. Pulling up PrimeBot. All right, so right off the bat, it took him 4 attempts to clear Stranger Starkiller. It looks like his first successful attack, he took 2 characters out. And I want to say, did I make a note on that? No, I didn't. I didn't catch it in time. But he ended up cleaning it up for... What is that? 33? So, solid cleanup there in the end. Against the Gungans, he scored a 52. He barely made it out. I don't think I've set Gungans in a couple of seasons on defense and have no reason to expect it. So, luck. Nice. We got something for that. All right. Great Mothers. Morgan, Night Trooper, Marin, DTP with the Night Trooper Cron. What was that? That was 65, so he dusted it. EP, Mara Jade, Tarkin this time, Darth Vader Duel's End, and Royal Guard. That was a 62, so a bit of a nibble. Not much more. All right, in the back, BKM, Paz, Grogu, BKK, and Bam. I did not have a Healer Cron to spare, which I would have preferred to have set, but we went back to the Attacker Cron with the 25% turn meter. A number of things handle it. That's fine. That's something I was willing to live with when I set it down. So BKM, I want to say that the last 2 attacks on the board, this was one of them, and he got 64 on one and 65 on the other, so fill in the blank. Against Jabba, 65, crushed it. Perhaps Aphra, I wonder. I set this with the Bounty Hunter Cron. This was definitely a very deadly choice in 3 versus 3, and I really haven't been setting Jabba much this season on defense, so thought I'd try it. We'll have to find out. BabyYoda did say he'll share his notes after the round, so we'll see. We'll see what he did here. My guess is probably Aphra if I don't see it on defense. Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, DCT, Scorch, Attacker Cron. That was a 65. Probably Bane. Up top, Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Wrecker, Mercenary Hunter, Crosshair, Omega. With the new Crosshair Cron, got lots of armor penetration and some crit damage on this. It's pretty nasty, but for all that, what was it? 65. Against Rey, Exile Ezra, Swolo, Luminara, and GK with the Luminara Healing Cron. That was... he killed Luminara and GK on the first attempt and then cleaned it up for 43. Against Ahsoka Watt. That was the other one. That's the 64 of the 65 that I had uncertainty on. And then Pirate King Hondo, Silvo, SM33, Vane, and Brutus with the support crown that has armor penetration on it. Mostly for the sake of Brutus and SM33. We did get a hold. He got... What did he do? He had to withdraw on the first go and then cleaned it up for... Where is that? 45? Yeah. That sounds right. He had to withdraw and got a 45. Yep, makes sense. All right, here in the back on Fleet. For home one, 78 is what it's reporting. Sometimes this is lying and it says 78 and then you check the data the next week and it's actually a 77 they got. So we'll see. But Endurance, he got a 73 and the same on Chimera. Acceptable. So definitely one of the better defensive performances this season. Let's see what we're up against. Top side for BabyYoda. Great Mother, same composition as mine, except he doesn't have Marin. He has Spirit instead. Still Night Trooper Cron. Jabba, Boba, Massage, Dark Disciple, Forlom, Grief, and Fennec with the Asajj Dark Disciple, Focus Datacron, Tarfful and Friends with the Tarfful, or sorry, the Yoda and Chewie Focus Datacron. Then Baylan, Mercenary Brothers, Jin Marok, Mercenary Hunter Cron. Bottom front for BabyYoda, EP, DVDE, Marj, Tarkin, Royal, DVDE Cron, Pirate King, Silvo, Brutus, Bane, OG Hondo, Support Cron. Boba. Boba Jabba, that one. Damn Bausch Dengar, Boba, Focus Datacron. Stranger, Starkiller, Visas, the full bull, Spider Maul, Relic 10, and Zaris with the FDC. So, what I am thinking to do today, first, is JMK here. I have seen this done before. I've seen it in the data, rather. I've not seen it performed. So I'm kind of guessing how to do this. My expectation would be that I'm opening up with middle on JMK, not the third, because I'll want to be able to quickly... I want to get to full ult ASAP. Right? I feel like that's probably the way to play it, if I had to guess. And the idea would be we would focus on beating down Visas. We'll put the healing immunity from JMK on her. And then once she's gone, Smite Starkiller. Sounds like the way? Does that sound right to you? Noble, hey Tass, good to see you. Good to see you, welcome. Dust Cannon, good luck today, Tass. Have you seen the Nutty Crons for set 28? I haven't taken a hard look at them, but everybody in my Discord's talking about them, so I kind of have a reasonable proxy knowledge of them. Sounds good. Like it sounds like it's going to be a good time. Let's see here. And then it was C3PO is who I saw in the data. This would be with an attacker cron. Crit damage. I want to say armor penetration, somewhat important. I don't know that I actually... Yeah, these are them. So probably this one. I'll take the extra crit damage, if I had to guess. Not all that much more. Oh, no, it is all that much more. A lot. It's a lot. We'll take that. Doesn't Stranger also have a revive that can be troublesome if left alive? Haven't done the fight myself, just thinking out loud. I've never tried this, but it would seem to me that... I mean, I could be convinced to smite Stranger. Dust Cannon says, I've had great success with Queen and Gas versus Stranger. Tell us about that. Yeah, I've heard about that. That's Gas and Shock T. Still attacker cron, right? And the idea here is Gas is unique is forbidding critical strikes from enemy attacks out of turn, right? Because this was the science end of things that I was interested in trying. It looks successful, but if this fails, Queen was the next thing in the tank, you know? But I could get over the idea of smiting Stranger. Yeah, I mean, we can, you know, this is a JMK team. I think we can endure. This is the other one. I guess we'll take this. This will give us the best buffer. Gas also provides the damage and makes sure that you're not relying solely on Padawan Obi-Wan for damage. That's fair. Queen with Cam as well, and it won pretty easily. Was that against a really top-notch one? Because I myself am fighting ones that are not like fully powered spider mauls. So you would do Gas with either Echo or Cam. Dig that. All right, appreciate you sharing. Okay, let's see how this goes, because I have seen this, and I want to see how it goes. He said, nervously. Oh, yeah. All right, you there. Leave Brittany alone. Could not have been more clear. Good. We can get the shock off you, I guess. Ooh, boy. Feels good, actually. Yeah, you know what? The smite, the Stranger prospect is looking better and better, but we still have to beat down Beezus first. We're getting somewhere. I can feel it. Hi. Ow. But they're really taking her to town, eh? They found their preferred victim. Good. Okay. Filled with confidence, by the way. Filled with confidence. But look, what I'm actually going for is her being dead. That is the droid we're looking for. Okay. Through the rest of the noise, fuck what you heard, this is at least going to be cleanable. I will be able to do something with this. Yes. We can strip your buffs off while you're busy having your max health reducible, he asked? Question? You next? Maybe? Him thundering me doesn't feel great. Truthfully, her just being around makes me... Oh. Gosh, I really can't bring myself to waste the armor shred. Yeah, I feel better about that. Alright, we gotta get it down to... just... Oh, no. boy. Yeah. Not without risks. Not without risks. Okay. Yeah, I might have just gone straight with the queen thing, because I have heard really good things about that. If I didn't have a couple drops to play with... Oh, my God. Monstrous. All right, submit that. Let's take the money and run. This over here on the spreadsheet. All right, 3+. Yeah. I'm not overwhelmingly impressed, but it'll do, you know? I don't think I had fancier plans for DTMG, so I think we'll be okay there. All right, let's do Aphra next. It was a bit on the rough side. It was a bit on the rough side indeed, Salbag. I agree. Would not recommend to the faint of heart, but here we go. I don't think I've done a solid use of this team on offense that wasn't just a straight up overkill. Like Fugitive Omega offers no threat. Up CAD, because we're going with the CAD-Cron. Crit damage. Max health damage level 3. Snoober! Cool, not joining too late. Good luck and have fun. Yeah, we just did the first fight. It was dropped. But we'll see how it all goes. Alright. Path to victory lies through destroying Boba. It's nice to get rid of Zam, but what I can't have is rockets popping off and potentially killing somebody, so Boba needs to go first. Alright, here we go. We've got the power of the support cron, so you have tenacity down, so we'll open up with doubt. Bastard. Okay. Okay. God, could you imagine if we didn't have the tenacity up? Do you know the kind of screwed that I would be? A bizarre kind. Unholy kind. Yes, please, this one. Would you kindly? Yes. Brap. Drippity brap. Okay. Allowing her to go. No point in the buffer. Just do it. You. You could just plunk her out. Ouch. Alright. Ooh. Oh! Oh! It feels like old times. We'll get some restoration for our trouble, will we not? And... okay. Now, let's see. That was... yeah. We could have maybe waited, I guess, for the summon, because it'll be a little while before we get back. I don't know. We'll see. This would be the quickest kill, would be the basic, but I'm going to see if I can get around to it. Yeah, that wasn't the way to get around to another summon, but it did work, and I think we can agree that's okay. So 59, Cad did get exploded. There, he is health modded. Under Jabba. Okay, Pirate King. So, choices, it's either Seer here or Gas here. So, I was gonna do Seer here if I ended up needing Gas to go with Queen, like you guys were talking about. That was the idea. Hugsy, evening, Mr. Tassenix. Hope all is well and best of luck in the GAC. Aphra with IG90 looks so nice versus Jabba. Well, versus Boba Jabba, you can see we got a 59. So as far as the grade of counter that we're looking for, not really what I was hoping. But I saw that it could be as low as 60 from some of the data I was looking at. And all right, again, we can take a little bit of loss in the interest of science. So that being said, what was the next thing? This was a cool one. Yeah. This was a cool one seen on Spoga.gg. I think Dagger is the one that spotted it. That is Kara Han Shin. You're leaving Marok on the table. Who was that? I think it was Kira. Kara, Kira, and then like high crit damage and armor penetration. Hacker. Critical damage and armor. So it would be this one. This is the one that I could use for like Bane DV, but I'm not doing that so often. And I also have this as an option for like C Bane, Bane DV. We could make that. So let's go with what I saw as the recommended way to do it. All day. Oh yeah, Ace Combat. You missed the JMK fight. How did it go? Well, as quickly as the ship comes down with the FDC, I was very happy with taking a higher health attacker, Kron. We did kill Visas, what I think is correctly. And yes, it looks really solid to just smite Stranger. After that, yeah, I mean, I don't really fault myself for going after Xeris next, because it would have been nice to go after Starkiller, because he kept just hounding us. Kept slamming us with that AoE, and it kept costing us more and more characters. So it would have been nice to be able to get through him sooner. That's why I was thinking about smiting him. I mean, yes, you do have instant defeats and stuff on Stranger as well, but you saw the kind of damage he is putting out. That is real deal shit, man. All right, let's see how this one goes. So you... Who do you plug? Do you plug Darth Vader or do you plug Mara Jade? I assume it's Mara Jade because she kick off in. All right. Kara is a great call here. Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels intuitive with the whole stun opportunity she has. But like I said, I pulled this off of GG here with Dagger, so let's see how it goes. Damn, no Marok. Yeah, I know. I was surprised too when I saw that. Trust me. Got one of these. Oh my god, look. Disgusting. You're a hit into that. All right, drop the hammer, lady. Yeah. Hey, how are you over there? Since you're not stunned, why don't you go away first? Don't take it personal. All right, next one. EP, so that we can go after the man himself ASAP. Because now he will not be able to... He's A, able to be defeated, and B, is a Baylan, not able to be revived. Nice. Get a basic here, save the special, why not? They're still under lock. This is just insane. This is brute. Brute. All right. I found one I like. Guys, found one I like. You were here last week. You saw me roughing it with mods. Would not recommend the experience. Yeah, Han still got it. My man. Mabuki. Alright, 63. Ooh, that is absolutely better than any kind of result that we have had out of Maz all last week. Okay, which leaves us here with gas. We're going to stick to the script on this. This time, I am going to bring along Echo instead of Arc. Grab this. And yeah, this is a fun one. This is way scarier than using Maz. Really? Why did you feel that? This is way scarier. Maybe you meant safer, and you were thinking how Maz was scary. I don't know, but there's no way you thought this was scarier than Maz, because Maz was nuts last week. You're just at their mercy of rotating on you for a period of time. Anyway, let's have it. I think gas might be coming up on my short list for Relic 10. Unironically. Others will hate. Okay, we using the Boba. They're gonna start smacking the shit out of me. This was nerve-wracking. Let's get them, lads. Okay, well, you know, everybody be cool. It's relatively early in the fight. We don't need to... Yeah, thank you. We don't need to be forcing anybody to sacrifice this early. It's all the same to you. It's not. Brutus is like, sit down. Okay? Sit down. Now what? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That is huge. I should have never considered bringing Arc instead. That AoE is ridiculous. Never let me do that again. Never let me bring Arc again. Never. If you were here yesterday, boy, do you see the difference. We just simplified life much sooner than that. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. Leave Brittany alone. Okay. Do the thing where you target gas. No, not any of the others. Specifically, none of the others. Could not have been more clear on that. You know what? Why the hell not? That's why the hell not. Knowing is half the battle. Yes, this fight always looks terrible. Going nowhere before it finally goes. Gas being locked down is also part of my favorite. Enjoy that. Love it to death. Still gonna actually keep that on tap. Yes, you're free, my brother. Yes, last. Okay. There will be justice in the near future. I swear it. Got that. Get him. Get him, boys. Get him, boys? Yeah. Boom. 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 Not a lot that I can actually do over there for CRex, I think. Ah, there it is. There it is. Interaction. Nobody's coming back, so I've got nothing to fear. Seeing how much. 63 is just fine. Bit better than yesterday, too. Yeah, Echo. Huge difference, mate. I've tried it both ways. Alright, DTMG to clean, as we had done the other day. Powerful enough to be used for a much more noble purpose, I'm sure. But it is what it is. I don't know of anything else that I'm really risking my time. You know? Kill them. Under 70,000 from fives. Nice. Five's a beast. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Okay. I don't know if that counts for increasing your cooldown. We'll all find out together. A whole bunch of buffs out of it. Can't be and be stunned. Oh, we're just gonna probably... if we can. Huh! It feels like we might be able to, yeah. Shields up, please. Thank you. Stun? 1 and a 2? Love it. Stun. Massive damage. All right, got our 42. G, Gideon, Scout, Enoch, Death. And what is the blood price? All right, AT Watt. Okay. Here. EEzra. Poe and RJT. Ray Swallow, EEzra, Poe. Let's look that one up. That is... Leia for 1. A Queen, 1 of 1. 5. I don't really have to go. This is something we do. Turn meter. Health. So there's some flexibility on it. Okay. That is an option. Slacker's banners are terrible. Fair. I think we would fare much better in general against Ahsoka with Slacker. Is that a right thing? I feel like that's a right thing. Ahsoka what? Missing the teeth, really. What is it? Supportron he's got on? Tank. Probably turn meter, let's be real. Right. Yeah, Leia. Queen, 65. PKHO and Cam. How? Good damn. Armor penetration. Penetration, good damn. See, that might be fun to try. So, what I need to think about then is how I want to deal with something. We have Queen. Would Queen just trounce this dad bod team? I wonder. Yeah. 7. JML. Wow. Okay, Baylan, Great Mothers, we don't have. Malgus. Here's a goose egg. We do have Treya. Yeah, there's no real profitable Treya in the back, but maybe here. Debuff heavy team. Jabba Boba. Attacks out of turn, right? Tankless. Maybe we've got a use case for Treya right there, which allows me to rotate JML to deal with Baylan so that I have Bane for Lord Vader. you know? That sounds about right. Let's see. Let's see if did anybody have the same idea with Treya? Oh, it was a 0 with 4. Okay, maybe I should think something else. What about then Queen, right? In fact, the Queen has some role to play here. 100%, 63 banners. Like a blowout. I understand. Echo in both cases. Okay. That's true. I guess I really haven't had Slacker. So I guess what I'm saying is Bane Sass to Lord Vader, right? Ray Swallow gets, I guess, Leia. Drogon, R2, in Rad. Sure. All right, Ahsoka. Yeah, I mean that's either Slacker or yeah, we would have Slacker left over. Work. So Queen against Ahsoka Tano, Slacker. Way. Something even. Wow, 66. Talk to me. Just insane giga-ass armor penetration. 1.5 of just destruction. I can get down with that. I can do that. Definitely. 5 here with you. Wow, 46 seconds? People were just removed. Reality. Okay, we'll do JK Cam here. Which I guess leaves a Slacker for Dabod. Hawk banners to 63 with full Slacker. Yeah, we can probably. Ray, Hux, who? Awesome. Oh my god. Still have Reaper. Is there a chance? I was planning on doing. I have Reba and I have Seer. But which is going to be safer against his Great Mothers? Let me check with the chat, guys. Sorry. I'm telling you my thought process out loud while I'm just like tunneling in on the plan. Dust Cannon says, I've been using Shore Trooper with DVDE and found a fun line in Shore's unique. Whenever another Allied Empire unit uses a special, if Shore is taunting, he gains 15% turn meter. It doesn't necessarily stop most counters for DVDE, but it puts pressure on stuff like Maz. Leia and Queen both have anti-fear stuff. Yeah, I've had battles where Padawan Obi-Wan one-shots the whole Ahsoka team his first turn. Okay, we'll see if that happens. I doubt that will be the case for me, but we'll see. I do think that it's in DVD's kit that it basically forces the red taunt, the forced taunt, onto Royal Guard. So that's not Datacron dependent, and that's okay by me. Like, the rest of what Royal does, the fact is, Royal's actually a really good tank and it needs help to be great, but he's getting that help here from DVDE. So I really like him here over Shore, but I could see why you would test him. And maybe he will have a better role with the team once the focus Datacron is gone. I don't mind just keeping the team intact as intended. All right, Finzori goes here, right? That's what I think I wrote down on my notes, what the plan was. Yep, that is what's on the sheet. All right. Didn't I? cover this with something. I use Queen. Well, yeah, that proved. All right, Pokron. Yeah, have it. Score also starts with the pre-taunt, but Royal is super valid. I want to say he's also... Is he not taunting at the start? I think he's also granted that. Not 100% sure. Happened right here on this one. Let's go after him. Okay. Vandor, that's got to go first. How many AoEs do we have realistic? It's going to cause a whole bunch of backslaps, you see. Well, the fear is going to dispel all this, isn't it? Let's find out together. Okay. Sure. Kill this one, please. Dots? Remove dots? Shields up? Or just kill him? Simply kill the man. Please. Thank you. Magic pen. Really should probably stop. Okay. Back on up. Nice. Just true damage. Up. Or AoE at all. That's a good one. Sure. Stay here. And prod up our way to glory. Action. I did well. Nice, we're getting somewhere. Nice. I think I did walk it out. 64 is beautiful work. Probably had the 65, but I'll live with it. Trust me. All right, 64 here. We have Seer. How exactly Lord Vader can... Oh, yeah. Look into... How do I want to... Well, first, I want to say I said it myself at least once. Baylan, yeah, it got baned, and then what did he do? Did I have Lord Vader in the back? No, I didn't round one. Did I have both now? Did I pick up Baylan? That Lord Vader and picked up... Round 3, I did both, though, right? Baylan here, and yeah, clean AML. And then, yeah, T-Bane. T-Bane just stunned it on my Lord Vader. Okay, we can probably even do that ourselves. All right, JML here. What I like about Shore is that it causes more TM gains when the other Empire allies do specials, not relying on the Datacron. That being said, Royal has passive healing, and Shore doesn't. Yeah, yeah. I think that you are counting on your tanks not getting a lot of turns. Like, typically with Shore, unless you're under Iden, you're just getting your one turn, hoping that your team does whatever else it needs to do off that, right? So I'm not accustomed to him getting a lot of value out of that turn meter game. All right, here we go. Now, let's see if I stop from butchering. Get to ignore taunt. Dispel. Really want this spell. Alright, there. We got the minimization. Let's go right after Shin. We mark her. We don't fuck around at all. Shin's just got to go. There can be no doubt. Not happening today. Over here. Situation looks favorable. A couple ability blocks on field. Okay, we're gonna be okay, Pete. But yeah, nah, that Shin living is trauma, actual trauma. Tough to get around. Maybe not as hard as I thought. Maybe. That looks like the one. Posing. Take it. Yeah. I did say I wanted to look up the Great Mothers, did I not? Holiday. Up in stun 6. Ooh. Stun is exceptionally rare. Baylan, so you want anti-stun. How stunnable are Reva and friends, first of all? Real conversation. It can be. But Malgus for 62, is that so? With stun. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't have stun filtered on it. Right. Almost no data. The 64, yeah. Has been good historically. I can risk the drop. I don't think I will, though. Malgus looks really interesting today. Sounds like a good hedge, too, against the stun. Are all allies? Oh, sure. Yeah, the other allies are getting terminated. Okay, fair point, Dust Cannon. That's actually a reasonable point to employ Shore Trooper. I don't look at his kit often. So thank you for the correction. Filter on the buffs up on 3. Looking pretty good. Pretty good for me. Let me check Reva real quick. Yeah, they're all immune to stun, so I guess this should be okay. Gonna take the traditional. Yeah, this is the good one. No Marin and Zombie. Malgus is great for Great Mothers. DR stops stuns for Sith Empire allies. That's what I was thinking about, yeah. But then just checking the leadership real quick, we see that we're still immune to stun regardless, so let's have at it. Hello there. Okay. Okay. Now, you might think it is just the bee's knees. Maybe we do it here. Now, there's the basic. The problem is that you really don't want Reva taking any extra hit that she strictly does not have to. So I often do this heal first, because I'm often able to capitalize. Okay. You can see we just avoided that reasonable hit. Get right through your foresight, punk you out. Looks good to me. 5. Try one of the weirder fights now. Gotta put the foresight on Reva. Yeah, man. Yeah. I've seen other people not do that and get cleared out. Tell me. Telling you. Alright. Let's do this one. One is probably the greatest cause for concern at this point. Right, Relic 10 Drogon this week. Oh, did I still have a tab open? Show me bandage. 65. Narrow sample. Okay, Jinrad. Damage in the left. Yeah, that doesn't really. So, Jinrad it is. Oh, this seems incredibly appropriate. Alright. Run this Relic 10. Drogon is a sight to behold. Yeah, I guess I should show him off. This is his debut on stream, right? So, you know, a little over 100,000 health, like 102, I want to say, naturally. And yeah, 16.6, man. 16.66. Look at that, man. He's a bad lad. That is a problem. So he actually, you know, if you've got him in an offense set with all the goods, the Relic 9 to Relic 10 flat damage bonus ends up being considerable. Good. Been using the FDC with R2 to good effect here. Yes, Don Sedenzi. I use the R2 Crom with Gas and CRex up front against Pirate King. So If I didn't use it that way, been the same idea. Yeah. I wonder if Seer Malicos is any good here, real quick, where I could go on it. Nobody think. Probably specifically relying on Seer is what you're meant to not do. I had to get. All right, here we go. Rob has turned meter in. Ins. Ow. Now you're still feared. What am I meant to... Oh, it's patience. I don't know. Try and take this turn meter, I guess. Still. Call for stun. He's still locked. What am I doing here? I guess put this down anyway. Logan. Grogan is still just big chilling. There, that's fantastic. I've seen this kind of fight before. Alright. Support, level us out. Can we call for the stun here? Not really. Buff you up. Nice stuff. Got the stun. Pretty slick. I don't know. Get over here, see if I can get a crit of some... Or if it doesn't hurt my feelings. Get a crit. Okay. Almost ultimate. Able to make something work off that. He said confident for moments before his destruction. There will be no call of what's his R2 on the bend. Still, I'm going to target that. This feels like the right thing to do. We did trigger DI basically everywhere except there. Okay, yeah, now it can be there too. Okay. Ooh, that Relic 10 coming in. Alright, well, at last. Some type of break. Definitely shields up. A little bit poorly appreciated. Basic here to stun. Oh. Yep. Push here and try and get the kill on Poe, yeah? Poe needs to go. I don't need any more of that horseshit. It'll be tough enough now. Time that we've got to make effective kills. You can get... Yeah. Okay. I should have called it. Level out, basic here. Stun here. Nice. Not as nice. Rather you did not. Stun. Kill. Okay. Who's next? Good. Okay, that's important. Significant. That's a good one. I think this is the kill. If we do, and we take the kill. Run with it, yeah? Call it a one-shot and don't be a greedy bastard. 60 banners. Could have been better, but, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, see Bane on Lord Vader should be okay. Let's try this queen thing. Okay. AKA, was it? That was the best one. High banner. Giga, mega, crit damage. All right, turn meter, health, crit damage. We don't have any more bulks to throw at the situation, right? So, yeah. All right, we got ads running, so I don't want to cut anybody off here. We'll give it a moment. What did I miss over there on Twitch? Hey, Ranger just dropped on in with a gift sub. Subscribe for 10 months. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the support.
You're welcome.
Hey, good to see you here in Disc. Let's see here. Let's have at it.
How's GAC going?
So far, so good. How was yours?
Good. They got stuck on my stranger team and they haven't attacked since, so.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm not. Win for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's it. You can ignore. You are not yet fully buffed up, but we're not waiting for anything, are we? Nothing is sacred. Both people up. Nice. That is effective. Dude. That is the moment we're looking for with the big swap. Yup. Yup. It was. It was. Alright, now we're looking to do the armor shreds. Beyond. Sure.
Oh no, Ray Rock, oh no.
Turn it up. See how she's getting dotted up? Kind of fun. 3 minutes. Sure. Certainly. Yeah, with that. And I have to keep playing this manually because I gotta get every little bit. Yeah! Oh my god, there's the damage. Doink. Getting the doink. Yup. Alright, life 1, tank tech down and out of the game. Off.
Crispy.
So, did you have to keep playing manually?
Because I want to have the armor shred on time.
I see.
Yeah. Alright. 65. Nice. Da-da-da-da. So C-Bane goes here, which means Slacker goes here.
There was much rejoicing.
Debuffs. I mean, we're not going to use Seer, so we can take the Super Giga Primo tank. Do I have an armor? This one will do. Yes. All right. We smite. Recovery on Tankron is annoying. Sheesh. Yeah, but we got through it. Ray Rock says, good Thirsty Thursday, Ranger. My gas just lost to Hondo. Got terrible RNG. Gas didn't get any AoE. And Rex died before I could Rexolate. Only took out Wolfman. Damn, that sucks, man. Did you have Echo or Arc? Because I got to tell you, unequivocally, I prefer Echo, having tested both ways. All right, let's kill it. Hi. You there. Sure. Yeah, love
really
having,
good.
because he's over 80% armor. This guy is just going to restore so well. Love having this here. All this shit. Yeah, well, no reason for that. But what are we looking at? Is after you winning shot? Yes. Into. Hey, don't you dare.
Oh my god, they got revenge.
Can't do that. Shoot him or something. Stop him. Taking all these turns. Can't stand it. Yeah, let's just flip the switch. I regret nothing. Good. Hi. 58 it is. Man, we stimulated that mass back attack. That attack got a turn on us. Counterattack. Not great. Not my fave. Oh, we were gonna be there. Why didn't things... Alright. Bane for the finale. Yes. Oh, this one. Welcome to the party, pal. Get him, boys. Use the 80% armor, so nice. Yeah, it is. It is, man. All defense sets, I think, is what... Oh, my God. You know, I was supposed to have something to work on, but guess not. No, let's focus on... Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
See what you did there.
Do I care about you ever really transforming? Not especially, now that you mention it. Particularly shakes the days. You just go. Matter of fact, maybe we just stay as we are, finessing for next time. I feel like we're on. Yep. You transforming
Good
fast.
for the home.
Yeah, Bane said not today. Yeah, that's right. You'll be removed from battle. Thank you for your contributions.
You will cease to be.
Your contributions are appreciated. Okay. $13.75. What does that look like in comparison? He got a $13.28. So we're looking really strong so far. What do we got back here, fleet-wise?
Pretty straightforward.
All right, Leviathan. What is a cheap counter against Saw? I like Reeve. Buy cheap. Also, it's better that you tell us what you have than us just...
It's Ray Rock, yes, because Ray Rock puts everything on defense. So I've been through this exercise many times.
Mm.
Ray Rock, what do you got, buddy? Because we have no idea, because we will start making suggestions like, that was on defense, that was on defense, that was on defense, that also was on defense.
All right, let's do the do. Leviathan mirror. Here we go. Okay.
That's the best defense?
As long as we don't fuck up fleets, yeah, that's why I've been saving triple. You've seen me in the last couple seasons painfully lose some fights that I had definitely won on ground because I had the idea to stunt on fleet, and it was in fact I who was punished.
Yeah, I always go with the big three.
Can't be me. Couldn't be me again. We lost the coin flip, so just as well.
And 72.
Not that I'm bitter, I'm actually completely. Okay. Target.
Almost there.
Beat my ass, please. Need
Just
it.
a little further.
Need it so bad in my life. Just beat my ass.
Okay, that doesn't help us, Rock. What do you have left? We can use.
The song remains the same, friend.
Pretty sure if I said JML, he would say no, that was on defense or you already used it. So I'm not going to suggest JML.
JML on defense, controversial. If it works, it works, though. Who am I to judge? Sometimes it does work.
But wait, test. Did your GMK was the Stranger Thing work?
Partial.
No, I said JML, not JMK.
Partial. We got a partial on here.
Oh, okay. So it's no, yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's my first time doing it, so there might have been a little more to it. Man, we got really favorable there at the end. Yeah, you tell me what you think when you see the VOD on it, because there's not a ton of sample size. It was also my first time, but the Phantom's Menace guys are pulling it off with high banners, so I think there is a reproducible way. And I just kind of tried to feel it out, but if you see something, when you go back and look at the VOD, let me know. Jumps out at you. All right, Leviathan, 1 in the mirror, 72 banners.
Yeah.
Ooh, Executor versus Executrix time.
I like it.
All right, NK on defense. Yeah, man, that's intense. Yeah, I'm assuming with Exile EEzra, otherwise, 3 BKM bait stuff of the kind.
Yeah, I think.
Alright, this one's got to go first. This is a lesson painfully learned in the past. It's actually straight ass that this thing isn't dead. There we go. We should have been using that to kill Gauntlet. But, okay. Okay. Cool. You're cool. We're all cool.
Not to worry, we will still flying off the ship.
Oh my god, you ass. Die. You're supposed to be dead. Should have already been on the tank by now. What do people do here? Turn it up. Fine. I don't care too much about that dog. Do we do this now? Nah, it doesn't feel like the time. He's in a desperate state. Wild. Weird hand. It is Tarkin, so less likely of just getting straight grab. That should be. Yeah, that should be the. $75 will do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
All right. Profundity. Take this and roll. Got a third ship.
I think I've been using the 4 and getting 76 quite easily.
Yeah.
But last time you used this, you did well. But man, you were getting horrible RNG, no crit,
It's-
nothing. I was like, God damn.
There's never love from Han. That's typically the way it is. We come out here and we hate on Han. Alexandru Gross asks, question, can anyone please help with 1 or 2 suggestions for DTMG team with this grunt? Malgus, how's that sound? That's the easy one. That's the freebie. Aha, I took the easy one, chat. Give him other good ones. If I do
Get
this
up on the
here...
GG.
That was nice. That was nice.
You
heard correct. Roar.
Let's see here. Ghost would be another good one to get rid of.
Mostly dead. Mostly.
Nice. Hey! Knock that shit off now. We gotta get rid of this shit. Not now, but right now. Heal. Okay, he's already got the shit back. Save. No assists. Blah. Wouldn't change a thing. Big hit over to you. Really so paramount that we get after you. But I gotta get who I can get, yeah? See, it's no profit to me to have left that 3rd ship up, I'll tell you that. Alright, made it out.
Okay, great job.
Do you even get assists?
Yeah, in the end, yes, on that last kill. Appreciate it. After the fight was won, Han was like, oh, I mean, you know, alright, fine.
I mean, we're here, I might as well do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was in the neighborhood. All right, guys. Very solid win to start off the week. GG to BabyYoda. See you very likely next week, as is the case. And you know, I'm not the only one crushed down here into the 30s. That's a good match. Oh. Look at my bracket here. We've got a couple of the Phantom's Menace guys, including Herbert. I want to say maybe a couple of Rhodiums in here. I don't know. That looks like I don't know. What is that? 11. Maybe in a Rhodium, yeah. Okay, Lothcat. Yeah, this looks like a legitimate, 3 million. All right, and then you've got BabyYoda Dark Killer, the French guy that I lost to at the end of last week. So he's in here. Be nice to have the opportunity to square that up. Still, good bracket, guys. Good bracket. And yeah, it's just, I think somebody said it's 21 Erodiums in the top 30 or something. Is that what I heard?
21? Holy God.
Don't quote me on that. I don't want to say that as gospel because I hadn't. I think I heard that offhandedly the other day, but wouldn't quote it. All right. Yes. Profundity is great when Han assists. Yes. GG. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Cosley, Ganroth. Yes, really good match today. As far as how my defense performed, I did cover that at the start of the stream. Go back to the beginning of the VOD to see all that. Let's go ahead and cover the attacks. Bottom front against EP DVDE. We went in with Baylan, Shin, Kara, Han, and Kira. You heard that right. We did drop out Marok for this. Watch the fight. It is brutal. And a nice 63. Pirate King Hondo, Silvo, Vane, Brutus, and OG Hondo. We went in with Gas, Rex, Echo, CRex, and Fives. Really love the Echo. First use of his special. Took out, I want to say, Brutus. And damaged some others. Arc is okay. Does not have the kind of impact that Echo Bomb did. So if I keep on doing this and just thinking into the future using Gas maybe for this, man, Echo is dope. 63 banners. That's with the Rex FDC, of course. Boba, Bausch, Zam, Jabba, and Dengar was Aphra, BT1, 000, IG90, and Cad Bane with the Cad Bane support cron, long tech 6, max health damage level 3. 59 banners. Yeah, Cad got kind of casually blown out, but I don't know. Might be able to be improved. What is interesting is that they very quickly got through our bonus protection, which is something that I'm hoping to rely on a little bit more for offensive matchups in the future, particularly if I want to underban. In 5 vs 5, I feel like there's a wealth of 66 banner opportunities with Aphra. All right, against his Stranger, Starkiller, Visa, Spider-Maul, and Xeris with the Focus Datacron. Yeah, I saw this out there in the wild and thought I'd give it a try. JMK, Cat, Mace, Padme, and C-3PO. We took down Visas expeditiously, smited Stranger, and then managed to beat down Xeris before hopelessly losing all of our sides to consecutive, well, not consecutive, but like they came, time between them was real short. Just getting back-to-back AoEs. Starkiller just annihilating my sides. Wouldn't recommend that. Cleaned it up with DTMG, Gideon Scout, Enoch, Death Trooper, Moth Gideon, level 9, just massive damage them into non-existence, 42 banners. Through the front, that was our one drop. Yeah, by the way, I gotta pay out the prediction. So the unders had it today, and that was the minority of the points wagered. So good job, guys. You took a lot off of the overs today. Wow. All right, in the back here, against his Ahsoka Watt with the Tankron, turn meter, all that goodness. We went in with Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, JK, and Cam, 65 banners. Against Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, DCT, Scorch, C-Bane, 68 with an Attacker Cron, Rey, Swolo, Exile Ezra, OG Poe, and RJT with the Poe FDC. That was Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, Rad, and I got a 60. I saw that, you know, if things went really well, you could get as high as like 63, 64. Tried to reach for it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you see any really obvious improvements I could make there, but that felt like I just kind of had to manage the cards that were dealt to me throughout that fight, and I'm happy enough that we got a win. For a little while, I was concerned. Up top, against his great mothers, Night Trooper, DTP, Morgan, and Spirit. So no Marin in here. That was Reva, Grand, 7th, 5th, and 8th, the classic team, Healercron, 65 banners. Against Jabba, Boba, Asajj, Dark Disciple, Forlom, Grief, Fennec, Asajj, Dark Disciple, Focus Datacron, Slacker, Dre, Hux, Fu, and Faust. Yeah, things got a little weird as far as how turn meter worked. 58 banners. Against the Wookiees with Tarfful lead, Clone Wars Chewbacca, Vandor, Choda, and Zalbar, Binzori with the Pokron, 64 banners. Against Baylan with Mercenary Wrecker, Mercenary Hunter, Marok Shin, JML, Jedi Cal, JKR, Hoda, JKL, 65 banners. All right, so yeah, we came into Fleet up a lot. Like, we came in up something like 50-ish banners. So if we didn't have a terrible showing here in Fleet, we were going to be good. And things went well. Leviathan Mirror, 72. Against Executrix, Executor, 75. And against Home 1, Profundity, 76. And that is how the West was won. Thus Cannon says, will CG actually ever address the Erodium into the top of K1? You know what, guys? When this issue was new, everybody blew up the forums about it, and CG was pretty quick to put out a post saying, we hear you, we see this, we're working on a fix, and we'll let you know. And then they absolutely did not say anything else about it, and it's been more than 2 years.
5 years later.
Yeah, and it's been more than 2 years. So my recommendation is, if you guys really care about this, get on the EA forums and make a bunch of noise again. Annoy them. Annoy them into answering. And then when they put out another forum post saying, we hear you, it's, you know, we still know about this, we're still working on this, keep making the posts and annoying them. Because at the point that this has been outstanding for 2 years, I feel like they've mostly exhausted our willingness to be patient. Like, what are we talking about here? So, I don't know. I've learned the Baylan counter for new Vader. Thanks for that. Yeah, Aussie Mike, that was cool to try. Glad you picked that up. That's my favorite thing to hear, guys. My favorite feedback when I see, you know, comments, DMs, whatever, is, you know, thanks. I was able to use this and I won my round. Absolutely my favorite thing to hear. So thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get ready to wrap things up. Who's all still chilling in the Discord here? You got Shake. Shake, what do you got to say to the people before we get ready to part ways?
Nothing. I joined towards our end, so congrats to win. Don't suck, as normal.
Appreciate you. Ranger, thank you for popping in. Thank you for the resubscribe on Twitch. What do you have to say to the people before we ship on out of here?
Well, if at first you don't succeed, drink whiskey.
All right. Well, I think that's something we can all believe in.
Yeah.
More to say, have you?
No, I think that's it. Just glad to hang out, and glad to see we both got a win. So it's creamy and spicy.
Great way to kick off the week, for sure. GG for all 33% who believed in you. That's right. It's a big cash in today for you guys. The believers are rewarded. I like to see that. All right.
I believe in you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. For anybody who wants to be in touch in between rounds, you want to find out when I'm going live, you want to be notified when I put out a video, the place to get all that is my Discord. Check it out. There's the link. Of course, if you're catching me here live, you already know I'm at twitch.tv/Tassenix. And I also simulcast from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. Whole bunch of slug-related content there for you to see. Stuff like the how-to mod guide series. I'm building up your collection from scratch. Mod guides on characters and factions that you've asked for. It's also a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal, where we break down our combats in the previous week in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll tell you how we dealt with the meta matchups, our favorite attacks and defenses we saw out there, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we're sharing with you. That show is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch it, YouTube, Spotify, where have you, check the description. There is a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program and follow us that way. Anything that you enjoy over there on the YouTube, please hit like. Please hit subscribe to the channel to see more. Follow on Twitch. All great ways to support me for absolutely free. And really appreciate it because the channel is still growing. We're a relatively niche channel, top end GAC and really just only GAC. So it's really a privilege to continue to keep growing, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the continued input. Of course, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to support the stream, there are a few ways to do so, and there's something in it for you too. If you want to become a patron, if you want to just straight up donate, you can do that on Cash App. That is $Tassenix. And of course, I do have a PayPal that is tassenix@gmail.com. But if you want to get some enhanced Grand Arena scouting power for yourself, early access to my content, including plotting and scheming, and a few other benefits besides, you may be interested in becoming a patron. Check out patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show. That's coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but patrons have it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we sit down to record, giving you early insight into that first round of the week. In addition, I will occasionally make patron-exclusive videos that you'll have at least a month ahead of the general public, and of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where I'm usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot is the tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs that give you an easily understood sense of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free, just to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of the report with embedded links that'll take you right back into Swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you're using, just helping you further minimize your scout time and focus your efforts. Really love using that. Alternatively, you might go with Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you move so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster using the powerful automation feature. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, process all of your bronziums in an instant, help out your guild in TW, so much more. No wrong way to go with VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all of my supporters here. And VIP Access Premium is $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So Patreon access for me, Omega Bot, and Hot Utils all in one price. Going out and getting those bots anywhere else costs the same as this triple bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in the game. Thank you to all of my patrons here at VIP Access Premium. I know you enjoy those double bots. At the top of the list, Injustice Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, a madman who pops into stream from time to time and bestows the community with hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies donated to you, boy, carried hype trains so many times over the years. Really appreciate the incredibly generous support, Nomads. To Pills, who likewise shows up usually towards the end of the streams, and you never know. It could be 10 subs gifted here, 100 gifted there. Never quite know what to expect, but it is always generous. It is always appreciated. Thank you, Pill. Special thanks go out to the Lost Womp Rat, one of my patrons who's gone above and beyond, not only for me, but for my community as well, helping all of us out with our tech-related issues. He's a pretty handy man, IT-wise, whether that's, streamer-related stuff or, I don't know, a whole bunch of other things. Very capable guy, and he gives a lot of time to the community, so really appreciate you, man. Thank you. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink while I'm here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is my pleasure and privilege to record the show every week. I learn from every episode, and hopefully you guys feel the same. So you can rest assured that your efforts are not wasted. Your willingness to be here every week, despite the pressures of work and family, is appreciated. Not just by me, but the community, because it is rare that a day goes by that I don't see a DM here on Discord, a comment on YouTube, something thanking us for our discussions on the show. People are picking up things from it, applying it in their rounds, and it's helping them win the day. We are having the effect that we wanted with the podcast. Thank you guys for being a part of it, and I wouldn't change a thing. All right, let's head back on over to the main scene and make ready to raid. Yeah, Womp Rat, for sure, man. All right. Let's get ready to send you YouTube folks out first. Yeah, we still got half hour left in the round, so somebody's out there doing it. Yeah. Scribe's out there, struggle bussing. All right, let's have, he should be live right now. Sending you out the door, YouTube people. All right, we did the prediction over on Twitch side. Make ready to raid. Shields up, weapons online. I see Fatal. Let's get ready. Here we go. Load up. Let's see what he's got cooking over there. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It was a really fun first round of the week. Again, GG to BabyYoda. See you again real soon, as always. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.